This is the inside of a 2007 Honda Civic LX. The reason I'm making this video is because I know a lot of people own this vehicle and they've complained about the road noise coming from it, whether it be rattles, rumbles, you name it. This car, unfortunately, as good as a Honda car as it is, it's notorious for road noise. So I'm making this video to help you guys understand where some of the rattles are coming from, so hopefully you can solve some of yours. The problem I was experiencing is I was getting a rattle coming out of the left side here, and as best I could tell, I thought it was actually coming from inside the AC vent. I thought it might be the fan. I thought it might be a loose bolt. I didn't know what it was. What would happen is I would go over bumps, any kind of a curved surface, anything where the road wasn't perfectly smooth, and it would just be like a, like a really funny, low emitting frequency rumble, and it was driving me gradually insane. So finally, I tried everything. I pressed down this panel, this panel, this panel. I put, stuff here. I thought it might be a joint here. I thought it might be this, which sticks out a bit, but in the grand scheme of things doesn't really make a difference. And if yours does, don't worry about it. I couldn't figure out what it was. It turns out the actual reason why I was getting a rattle coming out of the left side, or what I thought was the AC vent, it wasn't the AC vent. It was the fuse box. So I will show you where the fuse box is mounted. As you can see, there's a white box right there, and that's basically where all your fuses are. It's out of sight, so you don't normally see it unless you stick your head under there. But what happened is, out of the factory, I guess they built my car on a Friday at around 4:55 in the afternoon. It wasn't mounted properly, and so what would happen is, as I would go over bumps, this would shake around and rattle. And as it would shake around and rattle, whenever I would drive over things, I'd get this, again, that low frequency rattle, and I would, from my perspective here as a driver, I would think it was something coming from here. It turns out it was coming from underneath, and fortunately one Honda tech figured it out. A couple of them wanted to take my dashboard out to solve the problem. That was a great idea. I told them that's not going to happen, so eventually one of them figured out it was a fuse box. Sure enough, they mounted the fuse box in a new bracket, and that wound up solving the problem. So if you're getting a rattle or rumble coming out of this left AC vent, and you think it's the AC vent, it's not. It could very well be the fuse box underneath. Ask your technician to move the location of the fuse box to a new bracket, to tighten it firmly, and hopefully that'll solve your problem.